Any sound? YouTube? YouTube? Can you hear me? You sound good. Okay, just got it. Oh, that's like a joke. I give a joke and it takes, oh, I just got that joke. Do you ever live at night to see the difference? Do you ever live? Yeah, I was live last night. Yeah. God, about, I think 9, 10 o'clock, I did a live thing last night. And gosh, what the heck was it? Oh, it was about nonprofits. How to get money to start your own, how to get a grant. I gave you the 5 best places, that if you want to start a nonprofit, where to get a grant. And it's local. And it was something I was also filming it to do for a custom report. Somebody want to start a nonprofit somewhere in Georgia. So the links I have in the report are really, the links won't work for everybody, but the idea where this stuff does work for everybody. So that's what I shared. So where locally? That Vice documentary is the one of my favorite. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, they came down and lived with us for about 2 whole days. Did they stay at our house? I forget. No, they did. But 9 to 9. Good afternoon. Well, thank you, Andre. How do you find info without Google? Well, now you can, but the problem is Google doesn't find what you want. Google shows you what they want to show you. Hi, Jason. He's back. He's back. Jason's back with a brand new show. So am I. And we're getting ready to go. Yeah, I mean, that's why Google, no, you need it. I need it, but you can't, you got to know what's wrong with that because people aren't finding what they need. So if you're not finding what they need, I mean, it's not really your fault. To me, it's mostly Google. Maybe part of it's your fault because you don't understand how Google works or you don't understand what you're really looking for because we have little information. Few of the friends lost his house in Florida. Okay, well, part where you say your wife always smiles is super funny. Oh, that's in that video. Yeah, I call her Smiley. There's a big sign on the wall, an electric light sign. I turn on and it says, "I love you, Smiley." And she smiled. That's the first nickname I gave her 30, 40 years ago, whenever the heck it was. And it still sticks. Were you Google before you were Google? What? You were Google before you were Google. Yeah. Well, now I think people who do research are becoming more important. We love the information my whole lives in Florida. Okay, yes, I'm going to show you. Okay. Now, if you go to letsgo.com/tutor, okay, and you'll see a report there that says, free money to buy and fix up a home or real estate, okay? What part do you say your wife's from? Oh, natural. We'd love to information. My whole family lives in Florida. I reside in Georgia. Yeah, I don't have it for Georgia yet. Maybe give you a few more days. I'll see what that develops. But I'm giving it that report for $49.95 that I do custom for anybody. I'm doing for free for people in Florida. I'll send you a free report on that. Thanks, True Georgia will lead you to where you want. Thanks. Well, it depends. You put in free credit report or something like that. You're not going to get the people who will actually help you for free. Everybody you're going to get is somebody who's going to get money from you one way or another, either selling your name or whatever. You don't get the free stuff in Google, believe me. I've been doing this too long. Do you ever reveal how to find the info on any problem? Yes, every report I give you everything. I mean, there's no magic to this stuff. I just do research. And the research that if you can't find it, I find it and I put it in a report, show you all the links, show you everything. Like solar power, yeah. Tell me, you want to do a report on how to start a solar power business? And I do the research. I'll do it for that. And then I give you all the links. And I'll find you like 200 programs. Free money and help to get in the solar powered business, okay? No, I mean, I don't hide what I do or say there's any magic. No, there's no magic. It just takes work, you know? And because I've been doing it for 45 years, I understand the pitfalls and probably could do it better, faster, and cheaper than most people. But, well, I want more people to do it themselves. I don't want to do it. The important thing, I want to know more about stuff I want to do. Yeah, well, you have to start doing it. That's how you learn. You don't learn about stuff you want to do by just studying it. You just take the best thing you got in front of you. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you just go out and start doing it, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, that's how you learn. Because otherwise, you go to experts and everything. Everybody tell you something that probably is wrong, and you'll never go around doing anything. So just say, hey, this is the best thing I want to do, and you just go out and start doing it. Figure out the best way, cheapest way to do it. And there's always an alternative way to do anything instead of spending money on it. Do you reveal Benjamin? Oh, hi, Benjamin. Boy, you got a lot of smiley faces there, Ben. Okay, so now back in for Florida folks. The caught in the Irma. Actually, I heard that the deaths from Irma are, I think, 11 in Florida and about 23 out in the islands somewhere. That's where they really got hit. So I'm giving this free report. It shows you about 150 programs in Florida that you could use to buy houses, fix up houses, and all that kind of stuff. And it has all the links in Florida. I don't have every city, but I'll have, for wherever you live, I'll have all the federal, and have all the state and counties maybe around you. You'll have to do a little more research for the counties, because I do a lot of stuff. I don't have time to do every bloody county, so I'm giving it around Miami. I have all the counties, but outside of that, I don't have counties. You have to look that up. But when you see the report I send you, is going to have Miami and a whole bunch of counties around that area, so you'll see the kinds of things that you'll look for. But the state, and also I show you people that will do that kind of research for you for free in any county, even in Georgia. They help you do that kind of research for free. So don't wait until I got the Georgia one. Get this one and see and use the general sources there, because I have a section there on people. I have about a half a dozen people do free research for you on anything you want, sort of like me, but I have to charge to stay in business and learn how to be self-sufficient. So that's available. Now when you go in and click that, it's $49.95, but you put in IRMA, you know what that is, IRMA as the coupon code, and I'll send you a free copy, okay? So that's lesco.com/tutor, okay? You do that, and when you get there, you you click on the product for buying and fixing up a house, and then you fill that form out, so I know you're in Florida, and then you put in IRMA, and that gets you erases that $49.95, and I'll send you free. So anybody else out there, I do these customized, for free. I mean, for free, but for $49.95. I dig it takes about 2 weeks for me to do the research. And I do it all for free. I do it all myself, and get you the completed report. You got a couple dozen videos in there that explains these sources, so you could use them for the rest of your life. And really, these are reference sources, reference reports that I do that you could literally use the rest of your life. This is the biggest single source of money and help for real estate investors, to buy real estate, fix up real estate, even get an apartment, or anything to do with housing that there is in the world. But I'm biased and I may be wrong. The older I get, the more I find, hey, I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. So that's why you can't trust them. You got to go out and figure it out yourself. That's what it is. But you have to know the tools that are out there so you can figure it out yourself. And that's the important thing, for you getting the tools and everything that are out there so you can figure it out yourself. Okay, I see we're not coming up too much on here. Oh, there I am. There I am. Ron Schmidt's there. Okay, Ron, how are you? Keep up the great work. Oh, thanks. Where's the link to the free report? Where is the link to the free report? The link on Let's Go Tutor, or lesco.com/tutor, is you click on the report that has. It is for housing. Right on the front page there. It's like, I think in the second column on the right-hand side, there's this blue cover, like my current suit on. It's not the same suit, but it's blue. And the one on the cover of that book. And you just click that on. And when you check out, you put in IRMA for people in Florida or Georgia. Yeah, we'll do that too. Whatever. Okay, so any questions? I just wanted to get that out and make sure people knew about this. Okay, any question? It's a little slow day with people, so I think I'll say goodbye and let you have fun, okay? Somebody else could use you maybe now. I signed up for another marketing or making money site. You can make, I don't know. I mean, you know, these other sites, everybody probably make up to $50 a day there. I don't know what it is, so I don't know much. I emailed you that site. Oh yeah, what is that? Yeah. I don't, yeah, it's doing little work on the site, right? Answering surveys and stuff like that. I know they're around. I don't know legitimate. I think that one you showed me, what is it called again? Put it up there again. I see what that is. Yeah, Jason, what is the name of that? Because I saw there's another one. That is just, you know, and I think that's free. So it's free, you have nothing to lose. If they charge you money, then, you know, it's best to pass. There's too many other ways, you know, to learn that stuff. But it's free, why not? Yeah, now I remember, and then I found another one like that got a little better reviews. Haven't used either myself, so I don't really know firsthand. But if it doesn't cost you any money, what the hell? Try it, you know. I don't know everything, neither does anyone else. So that's it. Okay, oh great. Okay guys, I'm gonna take off. I got lots of research to do, okay? Okay, take care, thank you. Lots of folks tonight, maybe. Oh, how you like this new suit? Brand new, just out of, just back from Vietnam. I didn't go to Vietnam. I just got on the internet. Where do you get your energy? Well, I like what I do. That's what I try to do with my work. Really, is get other people to do what they really like, because then they can give more to other people. There any grant help to get a business going? Yes, yes, it takes work to get them. Nice question mark suit. Yeah, isn't that great? Yeah. And this is actually the fabric. You make fabric now, 3D fabric, from something called spoon flour. Yeah. And that's where I have the fabric made. It's very reasonable, and I sent it to Vietnam, and they put the thing together, and we get off and running. Yes, yes, Fletcher. Hello, nice question mark suit. Thanks, Fletcher. No, it's fun, and actually the suits give me energy too, because I go out and I wear these every day. If you've seen me, around town in Washington, D.C. area. I wear them every day, and people just smile at me, even if they don't know my work or something. You have lots of suits. Yes, I have about 20, and I just gave away some recently for fundraisers. What I do is sometimes I auction them off, excuse me, on eBay, and then I give the money to a library. There's a library locally here that I gave a speech at recently. I've been tuning in forever, Manny, good. I'm going to be around 20 more years, so at least I feel. Why not? Boy, I run every day, jog, and I'm really, I was slowing down for a few years, and now I'm getting faster. I don't know what's going on. DC resident. Oh, great. Manny, see me around town at all, or what? I think I need a haircut soon. Mino Andrews. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's my baby. Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do tonight. And I'll take your calls or questions after this. But what I want to do, I'm going to videotape and watch you do it. Watch you guys can watch my videotape. My daughter sent out for your report for Houston. She desperately needs it. I hope she got it. I had some people email me. They didn't get the free report. So let me know if they didn't get the free report for Houston. And email me. Atlanta is the greatest, largest city. Yes, I've been watching for a while, but I am still not rich. Neither am I. We all are not rich, maybe. The point is not to try to be more rich. I think the point is to try to support yourself and then contribute. You know, do something with your professional life that helps other people that you want to do. Then you're not working. So who the hell cares if you're rich? Then, all right. I bought one of your, it was a good read. Well, it's not a book anymore, so I'm not sure what you bought. Boy, there's this thing on the front of the on Periscope that I can't read the thing so well. So help me, Wanda. Help me, Wanda. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is about nonprofits and getting money for nonprofits, okay? But what I'm going to do, I'm going to, in a couple minutes, I'm going to do I do custom reports. You know, and I do reports mainly on housing. So if you want to buy a house, build a house, be a real estate investor, or anything. I was watching for a while, but I'm still not ready. I'm sorry, Paul. Yeah, I made it out of Cape Coral, Florida, just in time to get away from the hurricane. But we are out of money. How do we get back home? Okay, well, we'll get, if you can, start contacting your local elected officials down in Cape Coral, because they're the people that have that money to help. And if not, I could show you other places too, locally, but you look for there. What does the Hurricane Emma gonna be over? I think it's, petering out a little bit. Who knows when it's really gonna be over. But let me get back to the topic of the day. I do custom reports, okay, and there's 3 basic topics. I do housing, and I give you about 150 programs. I hope you really do render some help to our profit trust. I'm not sure what a profit trust is. If it's a non-profit trust or profit. Okay, but I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do this in Nevada and Ohio. Please and thanks. Okay, Marvin. Yeah, I hope I could help. But here's what I'm going to do. I do these custom reports. So if you want to start a business, if you want to start a nonprofit, I do a report like that. I do one for housing, and I do one for all the money you could use to live on wherever you are. See, these are customized where you live. So like for housing, I'll find 150 programs probably where you live of money and help to buy houses, be a real estate investor and things like that. But it's for your area. That's why I do personally the research. And so it takes me about 2 weeks, depending on how far I am behind on these things, to do it for you. And for 299 ways to get free money to live on, work for the Building Authority in Atlanta, Georgia, and I will get a job. For 299 ways to get extra money to live on, that I do. Again, I'll do research, and that's $79. The other is $49, and the one for starting a business or nonprofit is also $79. And you get 200-300 programs that work in your area. See, before I do these big books, 90% of them weren't for you because they were for the whole country. So now I'm doing custom research with hot links to everything, videos, they're full of videos and everything. Now what I'm going to have you watch, because I thought other people could use this, I just finished a report for starting a nonprofit, and it's for a small town in Georgia. And what I want to do is I'm making a little special video. I mean, see, this report has like over 200 sources in it. Okay, so it's overwhelming. So what I'm trying to do is show this person who ordered the report, like the 6 or 7 best places to start to get money for his nonprofit. Okay, so what I want to do, and all the links and everything are in the report for their place. See, I can't share them for you because they're not going to be useful for where you are. But you could get the idea what I'm talking about and look for this kind of money where you are. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, and so you can eavesdrop, and find out. I wanted to know, is where money available for purchase car insurance? There's some at the state government on some. How do we get some cash? But I would do, there's emergency money in every state and every county. And so if you don't find a special program for car insurance, I would do that. Or there's some crowdfunding sites too that specialize in that kind of thing. That would be helpful. So let me get this out of the way so you learn about the best 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever I'm going to cover here. Places to start getting money for your nonprofit, and I'm going to talk to a camera. So I'm going to lose your. I'm not going to be talking to the cameras that are live stream because I'm doing it on a hard drive, an HD camera that will go as part of the report. So when the person gets the report, they know where in their city to get the help they need. Okay. Okay, we got that going. Okay, now I'm going to go up and turn my other camera on. Okay, now I'm just talking to the other camera, not you guys. Okay, you're just sneaking in. Okay, just peeking in to hear what happened. Okay, well, I did a short little video for you here because I know my reports can be overwhelming. I mean, you got hundreds of sources here, for your nonprofit. So I want to make sure you identify these items that I have in your report. And because I think these are probably the best places that you make sure you want to start with. Everything. Then you have to go through the list of all the 200 and figure out which are really good for you and which are not. And it's really a banging on doors kind of business. I mean, nothing happens unless you make a lot of contacts, a lot of calls, or whatever. What I do, instead of having 200 million websites to check in when you do Google, I give you about 100 just where you live that are possibilities. And so all these girls are single. Now you have to see if they'll go out with you. That's what it is. So that takes work on your part. Now here's the first thing. I show you your local public library, and I show you 2 databases that they have there. One is called a Foundation Center database, and another called GuideStar. Now these databases, you could get them yourself, but they're very expensive. I mean, they're hundreds, even thousands of dollars. But the library has them for free. And what they are is a foundation. So foundations are nonprofit organizations that give out money. Okay, and they give out money to nonprofit organizations. So these are big mama nonprofit organizations that give money to little chick nonprofit organizations, and actually big ones too. So this is a big source of grant money for nonprofits. It's not government money, it's nonprofit. Now the important thing about this money is that there's about 140,000 of these in the United States. And listen to this. Only 10% have websites. So you're not going to find them on the internet with traditional searching or whatever. That's why this library becomes so important. Now, also, depending on where you live, how good the library is on helping you, search this database, because you may need help with it, and they usually have help. A lot of times they have one librarian who does this all the time, and they know how to do it, and they could help you and teach you how to do it. So you search, and when you search these databases, what you want to do is start locally first. You want to find, these foundations that are local, because you're going to be a local person trying to do some work in the local community or whatever the heck you want to do, and solve these problems, whatever it is, so that's why they could relate to that more. You going to California, and looking for your nonprofit in Georgia, won't be as relevant, to that big mama in California. It's still worth probably doing, but you want to you get the good stuff first, and the more likely stuff. And I would think that somebody in your state and knows the problem that you want to work on will be more likely to help fund it. So that's the first thing to do. Okay, now here's another place of big money for nonprofit organizations, particularly those that want to solve problems in the local community. Every community gets what's called community development block grants, okay? And I have the links here for where you are. It's at the state level, it's at the local level, because really it's federal money. So this is grant given to individuals, for-profit, and mostly non-profit to solve problems. I mean, you want to help like homeless kids or something like that, or kids after school, or start a soccer team for certain populations, or have midnight basketball games, or get housing for nonprofit. I mean, for low-income people or middle-income people, and anything like that. You know, give better people health care, help them start businesses, or whatever that you want to improve the community. Okay, one big block of money. You know, there's a whole big block of money that goes, and then they divvy it out every year. So you want to learn that system, because that's the big place, a big chunk, you know, of money that goes out. And that's, again, called the Community Development Block Grants, okay? And I have, you know, the links here for your state and your county here. Now, also what you want to do, because you want to help the neighborhood, okay? Now, you know who's your best ally? Is your elected official. And I show you there how to find your elected official, and particularly I would go federal, state, you know, everybody. You want to know, you want to tell them what you're doing and ask them, do they know of anything? Now, when you contact these people, they'll say, hey, I want to talk to the congressman because I want to get a grant. No, you don't. I want to educate you guys about what I'm trying to do and help the community, because that's what our public is all about. That's just what, you know, the elected officials all about, and you as a concerned citizen trying to do something good for the community, that's what you're about. So it's good because they know, they help people like this all the time, because then if they help you get the money or whatever it is, you're going to vote for them forever. And that's what they have strings, they know phone numbers, they know other people or whatever. So I would make sure that's there. Now here's another place to get grants, really, to get grants. There's something, see, the government also buys everything. But see, a grant is something like a contract. See, it's a contract, but it's a grant. Now we have offices around the country, they're really finance the Defense Department, to give money to businesses or organizations all across the country. And there are dozens and dozens and dozens of these that have free help to help you figure out how to get these grants or contracts. And that's what I use, because these are people that actually will do marketing for you to get your grant money, but through the contract system, because it's almost the same thing. Maybe they'll tell you that Lesko's full of beans on this, but I know I've talked to some of these, and see, it's different. You never know what's going on in some local area. They have people that'll help you. So if you go in the report there and how to sell to the government, but you're not going to sell, you want money from them, and not for a product, but as a grant. So they know the system, they know all the sources, and know all the paperwork involved. So you want to do that. Okay, now what I also have here is, don't forget, as a nonprofit, you know, you heard about surplus property in the government. You know, you can get a Jeep for $1. I remember they had those things in the back of comic books when I was a kid. Well, all that surplus property that the government has, they could give for free to nonprofits. So you could furnish your office space, you get cars, you get boats, you get airplanes. Because you're a nonprofit, you get it free. I mean, some nuns called me up in Connecticut. They needed a dozen or so beds for their some home they had, and we got a couple dozen beds for them, all for free, you know. And that's, I even found out where somebody got an Air Force base that was closed and turned it into a nonprofit organization or whatever. So that kind of stuff is out there. And so I have the link there. That's actually part of the General Services Administration that has that, but it's run through the state governments too. So that's how to find them. Okay, now also there's a couple of things on the internet that you should know about that I have sources here. Number one is crowdfunding. To me, crowdfunding is one of the best ways to get money nowadays as a nonprofit. I helped a lot of people I've interviewed, almost 1,000 people over the last couple of years who've gotten money from crowdfunding and other internet places to get money. And lots of nonprofits. I mean, anything from this lady who had an art gallery, and she just raised $10,000, $15,000 as a crowdfunding to just have her art gallery. There's a lady I interviewed out in Detroit wanted to have make like blankets for homeless people in the winter that they could use as coats. They become a sleeping bag and then become a coat, a winter coat. Wow, that's a good idea. And she raises money, continues to finance her whole operation doing that on crowdfunding. Also, what I have here in the report that you should know about is that how nonprofits can sell on the internet, fundraise on the internet. And what's interesting, that you could get up to $10,000 a month from Google as a nonprofit for free. For free. That's right. As a nonprofit, Google will give you $10,000 a month to advertise on Google. Wow! Wow! See, now that's the way to learn internet marketing, man. Somebody's going to give you $10,000 a month to play for free. Nothing could be better than that. So I have that, and I show you how to learn all that kind of stuff, where to contact, in the report. So good luck to you on the report. I hope it helps. And thank you again for ordering this thing, and I'll talk to you whenever. Okay, I finished my taping. Now, anybody have a question? Feet places a social possibility who joined, who's got a question? Okay, can your nonprofit be international? Yes, it doesn't matter, yes. I mean, it really depends. I guess there's some sources that won't be international, but if you're located here, that's important. See, the other thing, the reports I do on starting a business or nonprofit is the government wants you to create jobs, besides helping people, but it's also create jobs. So if your nonprofit is here and hiring people, then they want to give you money to do that too. That's why. I live in Fulton County, Georgia. Is that Fulton? Is that Atlanta? Lots of good stuff for particularly businesses in Atlanta. I've done some reports like that. They're awfully good. And that's a hot city. I wonder, you guys in Atlanta, did you get hit with the hurricane or anything like that? I don't know if, what's that up to? So anything pressing, or do we get, I give you enough already. Just go to your site and order a custom report. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so there's one on Philadelphia, on housing. So housing and real estate. Then the other one is on 299 ways to have extra money coming in forever. Nonprofit in rural areas, absolutely, yeah. There's special money even for that. Greensville, South Carolina, absolutely. Because at the state, see, everybody's worried about this stuff. I mean, that's why people in general hate the government and they forget what the hell it has because they think it's all bad. Sure, there's a lot of bad stuff there, a lot of bad stuff in all of us, but the good stuff is there you could use. You don't want to use it, fine. But I'll tell you this, every fat cat in this country is using the hell out of it. Yeah. USA wholesaler. Yeah, particularly if you have something to sell. I mean, you go to these organizations that the government gives grants to help you sell for free. Yeah. Which book have money to keep coming forever? It's the report titled 299 Ways to Keep Cash Coming In. So if you go to lesgo.com/research, you'll see a report there, 299 ways to keep money coming in. I'll do it forever, wherever you live. And it takes about 2 weeks to complain. Are there any money for rural areas where I do start? Yes. I mean, it doesn't matter, most of it. And there's more, tell you the truth, in most urban areas, but they're still there. I mean, there's less people that competes in it. So and particularly now with the internet, like these internet things I talk about, that's ubiquitous. Doesn't matter where you are. I mean, I was reading about some people up in China didn't want to go down to the factory. They lived up on the hill somewhere, so they got big internet up there. Now all of them have little like Amazon companies up there and making a bunch of dough, so they don't have to leave their families and go down to the big cities to work. And that's what the internet does. I mean, it's liberating so many of us, and you have to start using that and learning it. Don't ignore it, because that's where the action is. That's where the growth is. And when there's growth, that means there's opportunity. And that's what you want to know about, is the opportunity. You survived, Tika. Wonderful. Nice to hear. Okay, guys, I got to do another thing about a report. And so I'll see you probably in a day or so. I'll have lots of stuff for you again, I'm sure. Okay, thank you. Education. I can't. You're looking good in lavender. Oh, looking good, huh? You like the suit, huh? This is my TED Talk suit. I wore this in my TED Talk. If you go to Google and put "Let's Go TED Talk," and you'll see my TED Talk. And there I talk about failure. Just like you were talking about, Jason. That there's no guarantee, but it's easier, and you could sign up to 100 different places, and it's all about hustle. Do you know much about auto loan contracts? I have an issue with a loan contract. Okay, there's a couple things you could do with that. One is consumerfinance.gov. Consumerfinance.gov. Also, call your go to HUD counseling.gov. I mean, that's not the .gov website. HUD counseling, put in that in Google, HUD counseling, and then put .gov with it, or HUD counseling gov, G-O-V. And you could find your local counseling office near you, and they're available for free, for any kind of financial problems like that. Also, your county cooperative extension service helps with personal finance problems like that for free. And that's how, if you're a senior, you could get free legal help too, like that for anybody. So a lot of it depends on where you live, but that's where I would go. The other thing I would do to see where you're living, it is called 211 and ask about either free legal help for financial problems and see what they come up with. Okay, so there's some good starting points. You're looking good in lavender. Okay, I'm going to read that maybe 5 more times. Do you know much about auto loan? Okay, say, people ask me all the time why I don't work if they front hire me, and why I don't work. I work online. Yeah, right. I mean, well, that's their problem in a way. I mean, that's stupid. I mean, it is obvious. When people say, why aren't you working? Because I found another way to work that is more self-satisfying, and I don't take any money from anybody else. I'm able to support myself doing this way, and I find it less stressful. And I can contribute more. Just signed up. What are you suggesting about platforms, real estate? Platforms, platform shoes? No, platforms are what they call websites that offer all the services you need to get money, right? And that's what we talk about, platforms. That's what's neat. Just like Jason said about he uses platforms to get money. Now, if you look at that, if you go to letsgo.com/tutor, I got a report that I just discounted from $49 to $19.95, shows you 140 platforms that generate income for you. And that's what they're for. There's these platforms take out all the hassle of getting work or figuring out things or whatever, ways to get jobs, whether it's renting your basement out in an Airbnb or delivering, lunches for restaurants just for an hour a day. It's flexible stuff, and they handle the payments, they handle everything. You're an independent contractor, you don't work for anybody but yourself, your life is your own. You say, screw it today, I don't want to go in, I'm going to quit after 15 minutes and come back tomorrow. Nobody cares. You're not accountable except to anybody but you. I can't help it but no, if no, tell her me. Hire. If no, hires. I'm not sure what you're typing real fast, Jason. I think. Are there any nonprofit realtors? Yes, but not realtors. There's nonprofit organizations, that help with real estate. Okay, first of all, let's go over the real estate stuff. Okay, I'm gonna stop answering questions now. I'll do that a little back later and do that. But what I want to do now is tell you about two things. One is. If you go to letsgo.com, I have research here, letsgo.com/research, and look for the housing program. This is what I do, research. I'm going to go over, and these other two is talk is where I go and I help you on the phone for like 10 minutes or something. I'll give you the best places to start to get free money. And the free, this is Let's Go Free. Let's Go Free, 5 free, that you could download. There is a free report that shows you the best starting places for real estate money or getting a business going or people in debt and things like that. But also, if you go to letsgo.com/research or letsgo.com tutor, either one, and you'll see a report for real estate. That's what I'm going to cover now. And if you've been affected by the floods in Florida, okay, anybody been affected and it caused damage, it caused your life to be changed, maybe your business was hurt by it and you can't get more rent. Well, I'll send you this report for free, okay? People in and around, most of them around, don't work at all, at less work online. At least last night I made $200. Oh, cool, Jason. Maybe I interview you. You sent me an email, I think, at one time, Jason. Yeah, it'd be fun to interview you. Okay, the free report. It's a $49.95. So, like, if you want to find out about all the real estate programs wherever you live, anywhere in the United States. I will do a custom report. It takes me about 2 weeks, and then I send you this report of like 150 programs that offer free money and help and everything to buy real estate, buy a house, fix up a house, all these kinds of things, rehabbing, and that's what I do. Now for Florida, I'm going to give you one for free if you've been affected by the by the hurricane. And what you do is when you order that, there's 2 housing reports in there, and either one, no, not the one for house flipping, the one for housing. I don't think I have the code on the one for flipping. But if you put in IRMA, that's the name of the hurricane. You remember? Irma! So you use that as the product code. I'll send you a free report if you've been affected by the hurricane. Now, as you know, there's no way I could tell if you're lying or not. But please, I want to give it free to people, and I have to stay in business in order to help people. So it'd be nice if people really don't need it, buy it if you can. But I don't understand everybody's life, so it's hard for me to judge. So you do what your conscience thinks is best. But I really want to get it to to the people who need it. So if that's going to mean I have to give away some free to some greedy people or whatever want to take advantage of me, I've been taken advantage of by better people than that. So it doesn't matter. And so you go there, and I'll send it to you for free. It's a huge report, like 150 pages. Video instructions, of website links, description of problems, where to go for even free consulting help, everything in that report is free. Everything there is free. You will not spend money. Actually, I lie. For the real estate one, there are some programs, particularly like the loans. I mean, you won't have to pay back. it's still a loan, or they're 0% interest loans or something like that. They're a deal you'll never find anywhere else. And the reason you don't find them anywhere else, because no one's making money off of them. So the things that the average person knows about are things that people make money off. Because if people make money off them, what happens is then other people sell them and get a commission. If you're not making any money off of them, or the person who originates it, like federal government, you can't find any of these federal government programs because they're from the federal government. The government's not losing money, they're giving it away. So nobody's making interest or commissions or anything on this there. So that means nobody's selling them. So that means you'll never find them in Google, because Google lives off advertising money. And that's the stuff that you see when you go to Google. So all this other stuff you don't see, you don't find, because there's no commissions involved, there's no cost structure, nobody's supporting their family on it, because people are giving it away. So doesn't that make sense? So that's what I want to tell you about these programs, okay? Because so your realtor doesn't know about them either, because they can't make the bank doesn't know about them either, because they got to pay their overhead and the fat cats who own the banks and all that kind of stuff, but they're not making money out of them, you know. So that's why I guess I feel I need it, because people don't know about this stuff, because there's no advertising. Okay, now the report will cover a bunch of cities in Florida, but not every city. Now for the custom report, what I do is go to your city, your county, or whatever, and find the programs. Like here, down in the Miami area, some of the programs for here's where you get $55,000 grant, $55,000 for grant down payment, closing cost, or to buy down your mortgage. So here's a program. Okay, now it's income limited. Okay, you could only make so much money. Okay, you can't be a millionaire and do this, but your income could be up to $80,000. Okay, you could be making up to $80,000, and this government program gives you $55,000, and you could use that for a down payment on a property, for closing costs, or to pay down your mortgage. So if you buy a unit or a house or whatever for $200,000, now you're buying it for $145,000, not $200,000. So you're getting a home that sells a market value of $200,000 for only $145,000. Now, who the hell, is a bank going to do that for you? No. Is your realtor going to do that for you? No. Are they making money out of this? No. So that's why you got to go out and find this to sell. Okay, and this is what's amazing me. Everybody thinks, oh, grants are for poor people. Grants are for poor people or whatever. And I said, no. I mean, it depends on what you call it poor. I mean, I know millionaires, and I don't know them personally, but read about millionaires who complain they don't have enough money to live in New York City, you know. But here, the income, you cannot make over $80,000 to get this $55,000 grant. So that's why I see people say, oh, all grants are for poor people. They're not. You know, I mean, here it is, and go check it out. You know, if you want to. Oh, why did I lose this? Oh, mama, help me. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's at Miami Gardens FL.gov. So you go to Miami Gardens, GARDENS FL.gov. Okay, and that's a program. And you see .gov, that's a government program. Okay, now if you want to rent your house, if you want to have housing to rent for people who are low to medium income, and that's where the government supports part of the rent, here's a program that gives you money to fix up your house. So you get money to fix up your house, you know, so that the government can provide it for you to renters and pay the renters rent. So you're getting money from the government to fix up something, and the government also gives you tenants and pays their rent. So that's sort of cool, and that's down there. Okay, here's Miami-Dade. Here's money for real estate investors. Okay, Miami-Dade County has money for real estate investor. So if you want to invest in real estate, for their voucher program, and this is where they give vouchers to people to get places to live because they don't have enough money in the area or something like that. Well, you could be a real estate investor like Trump. This is what Trump made his money on, and his son-in-law is doing that too. They have property. His son-in-law's has property up in Baltimore that's like this, and actually they're throwing people out. And it's sort of a messy story, but it's a I don't know, it's a money story. Where people were promised one thing one year with another contractor, he took it over and now he's throwing the people out. So they're not standing by, pre-existing things. Anyway, so this program is under housing development, and it's part of Miami-Dade County, and it's part of public housing and community development. So if you Google public housing and community development for Miami-Dade County, and you'll see this program, that gives you that kind of money, okay? Low income can buy houses, twin homes. Okay, this is a first-time home buyer for low income housing. People who don't have money can buy it. Okay, if you are looking for assistance obtaining a home for first-time home buying, the home buyer can now have a chance to home below market mortgage. So you get a cheap mortgage. This is a special, very low interest mortgage, okay, for people looking for houses, okay? So very low interest. Man, so if you cut your mortgage down, I mean, that cuts hundreds and hundreds of dollars off your monthly payments. See, the government wants to do this and get you in a house because they want everybody to be responsible and have housing. I mean, that's one of the jobs of the government, I would think. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, here's another program, and this is in Miami too. It's a home ownership program that gets $75,000 at 0% interest. $75,000 to help you buy a house at 0% interest. $75,000. Let me say this again slowly. $75,000 at 0% interest. You hear that? Wow! Plus you don't have to pay it back. That's what I mean. So what do they call this a loan? They call it a loan. That's why when you're looking for grants, you're missing something like this. Here's something. I mean, that's why it's so hard to understand any of this stuff. Unless now I just accept it. I see this stuff all the time. So why are you asking for a grant when somebody will give you a loan at 0% interest and you don't pay it back? What's the difference? I have no idea. This is the government. Don't ask why. It is. And that's all you want to know. Is it or isn't it? It is. And not why. You'll never figure that out. Because that's figured out in the back room, with a bunch of cigar smoking people decide that this is the way to solve some problem. May or may not be wrong, right, or whatever, or even logical, but it's there. And you read the small print. It's called the Home Ownership Assistance Program Initiative, right? Yeah, you're gonna Google that? Yeah, you would never think that. You're Googling housing grants. You're never gonna find this, are you? The Homeownership Assistance Program Initiative. $75,000 to help buy a home, 0% interest, no payback. They pay all top alien government black projects. I don't know what alien government, but Jason, they pay all top alien government black projects. Missed that. Not sure what that means. Plus, I'm white. About most people there was living there was black. I had to move. Well, that may be true. Most people where I used to live is Polish. If you hate Polish people, then it's silly to stay there. That's another issue. let's see. Public housing renters now can own a home with income of up to $20,000. Okay, you say you don't make enough money to buy a home. Okay, here's a government program. Okay, and this is actually, I'm just going through one county here. This is Dade County. Okay, that you can have income only $20,000 a year, and they help you buy a home. Okay? So I don't, you go to a bank, any bank, I swear, I mean, I don't know, you probably prove me wrong, but it's very likely that any bank you go to and say, I only make $20,000 a year and I want to buy a home, they'll say, and send you somewhere else. So that's, you know, it's crazy out there. You know, it doesn't matter if it's crazy or not. Do you want to use do you want to do things in life? You know, and to me, the only way to do things in life is go out and research and find out what reality is. What is life? Otherwise, we're living in some little preconceived bubble we have. We think what life is, and we're wrong. The best experts in the world, as I say, are wrong 67% of the time. You Google that. Scientific journals wrong, and you will say, you will see that 66% of all of the scientific journals that come out, their headlines, their studies, their research, turn out to be wrong within a few years. I locked up and I'm having a hard time funding it. But what about mobile programs? BB, what about Mobile Al programs? What's Mobile Al? Mobile Al. Oh, Mobile, Alabama. I've looked, but I'm having hard trouble finding them. Okay, so you're Mobile Al. Were you affected by the flood? Is that it? If you were, give me I don't have a pre-program report. Send me an email, BB, and I'll try to point you. Matthew, no, I'm sorry, letsgofreeradio@gmail.com. Otherwise, you want to go to your state housing authority. You want to go to your Google HUD counseling. Make an appointment with them. They're free, earning $25. How can you apply for the house? And it's a government program. They have a program. Somebody said, how can you apply for a house for $20,000? Yeah, if you go the traditional route, you'll never be able to apply for a house for $20,000. But there are other programs that you don't know to ask for because you don't think it's there, and I wouldn't either if I wasn't doing this research. I mean, it doesn't sound logical. That's why if you're using logic, you know, from what you have in your mind, our minds are not big enough to comprehend what the world really is. And that's what you have to do to solve problems in life, is go out and find out reality, what the world really is, and try to find out how you can use the reality to solve the problem that you have, like a housing problem. Okay, if you don't realize that there may be programs, you know, where you can make $20,000 a year and get a house, then you're living in an unreal world. Yeah, fake news, as some people call it, right? Because it is real. You know, it's just where, what, whatever. And that's what there's if, ands, or buts, or everything, but that's what life is, and you have to learn how to use it. I came late on the conversation. What is the name of that program? That's a program, I'm talking about under $20,000 a year. This is a program in Dade County. So if you don't live in Dade County, then you'll have to search for where you live, you know, for something like this. But it's called the First Time Homebuyer Program at the Public Housing and Community Development at Dade County. You could search for it that way. If you live in Florida, I'll do a customized report for $49.95 for anywhere in the country, where I show you all the programs, all the little hidden gems where you live like this. And it takes me about 2 weeks to complete it. People who've been hurt by the Hurricane Irma, I'll send you the one for Florida for free. Anybody in Florida been hurt by the hurricane, I'll send you the report for free. Just at checkout, you put in IRMA, and I'll send you that report for free. And it's the one for buying a house and fixing up a house or investing in real estate at letsgo.com/. tutor, lesgo.com/tutor, and I'll send it to people who've been hurt by the hurricane for free. Other people haven't hurt by the hurricane or other places in the country. The cost is there, $49.95, and it takes about 2 weeks to do it. And I send you about 150 programs like this just for where you live. See, that's the important thing. So to me, the only way to solve a problem is to have reality in front of you. All I want is $1,000 grant. Jason wants only $1,000 grant. Okay, I have to work in getting it. There's a lot of places to try, Jason. And it depends what it's for. That's another thing like that. And there's emergency money. You want to start at your county government first, Jason. That's a good place to start. Also, crowdfunding is another great place to start. Okay, where are we? About organic, vegan, delicious food. Yes, I could help you with the $10 million. I'll show you sources like that. But let's stay on this for programs for United States Virgin Islands. Do you know of any program? I don't know, but there's probably something there. I don't know, unfortunately. I haven't researched it. Do you own property there? Is that it? Let's go through some more, okay? Here. Let's see. For government subsidized housing opportunities for abandoned properties. Okay, abandoned properties. So then now the government has money, if you see an abandoned property, for you to buy it, fix up the property and the like. Okay, it's called infill housing home buyer requirements. Infill housing home buyer requirements. This is another one down in Miami-Dade County. See, there's going to be different in every county. That's why when I do a custom report, I do it for your city, for your county, for your state, wherever you are in the United States, you know, to do this. So this is it's there. There's programs like that. You'll never find that, you know, in Google unless you know that word. How would you know the word infill housing? Oh, I'm looking for your infill housing program. I thought you'd be going to the dentist to get a filling or something, you know. That's what's so amazing. Funding sources to develop housing for low and medium income families. So here's a bunch of grant programs to be a real estate investor. Okay, here are the people that help you. You know, people like the Miami, there's something called the Miami Foundation, the Florida Community Loan Fund, the Kresge Foundation, the Florida Bar Foundation. All these foundations help with grant money for people who want that. So if you want to, there's a huge listing of funding sources, grant sources of funding that you'll never find and go, believe me. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure I'm wrong about a lot of stuff. Like poor Joe's report, I forgot to send him. So I am wrong. Okay, but that's it. Okay, down payment assistance, low interest mortgage, and no mortgage insurance. And this is an organization down there called housingissues.org. Housingissues.org, okay? You go look at that. And you see the kinds of help that's out there from nonprofit organizations. Here's another one. First-time home buyers with $500 of all you need is $500 and you're in a home. That's all you need, because they provide down payment money at 0% interest, okay? 0% interest of down payment money. Where do I have to pay back my government loan so I don't have to pay back a mortgage? Okay, those issues, I would call the mortgage loan, the student loan ombudsman. To understand you have a student loan program, do not answer an ad from the internet, anything to do with student loans. They're just people there trying to get your money for something you could do for free. So call the student loan ombudsman it's a Gov organization. I don't have the number right here, but if you Google student loan ombudsman, Department of Education, that's who you want, and make sure it's .gov, any website they send you. Okay, here's the $500 thing. Yeah, what is the detail about the $500 grant to get a house? Okay, it's called First Time Home Buyer Program at Miami miami.gov.com. So that's at the Community Development Center for Miami County. Okay, now here's what they do. It's called a Head Start to Home Ownership Program. Head Start to Home Ownership Program. And this is in Duval County. Head Start to Home Ownership Program. Okay, and this has $500 in your pocket, and they give you $15,000 as a forgivable loan. So all you need to come up with is $500, and you go to loan. But wait a minute, it's not for everybody. There's income. Okay, what's the income requirement? $77,000. That's the maximum. You can make less. Actually, for that one, you can make down to $22,000 and up to $77,000. So they don't want people making more than $77,000, for that. So, and that's $22,000. And so they give you $15,000 and $500 you're not. Here's another one, 0% interest. And this is an interesting program in Florida called F Hardest Hit Help. F, the letter F, L for Florida. I'm sorry, that's FL, not F. FL, and then the word Hardest Hit Help. FLHARDESTHITHELP.org. That's what you want, .org. Okay, and you'll see that program. Okay, well, listen, I got to run. We've been at this a half hour, so I hope you got a feel for what's there. These are the kind of programs I'm telling you anywhere in the country that'll help you find. There's some samples for these counties. If you're in Florida and been hurt by the hurricane, I'll send you a report for Florida for free. So go to lesco.com. /tutor, Tutor. You could use research also, but tutor is the front page. Lesco.com/tutor, Tutor in small letters, and you will see buying and fixing up a home. Click on that, and if you've been hurt by hurricanes in Florida, use the coupon code IRMA. I'll send you the report for free. This is a $49.95 free report. And actually, the report I spend days on sometimes for these things. So it's important. You have been on for 30 minutes, yes. But if you came in late, you could, the video will be here. You could watch the whole thing. So it's available. But so that's IRMA, IRMA. Anybody else who wants it? I will do the research for you. It takes about 2 weeks. People want to do the research themselves. Look at this video again, and also go to lesco.com/5free. Okay, see the one on top? Lesco.com/5free, and you could download free video instruction. Starting points for doing your own research, because I want everybody to know how to use Google, because the stuff is in there, just that if you're not experienced on how to find it, you'll never find what you need. You'll only find people that want to sell you something. Non-recurring loans, somebody asked, are these non-recurring loans? If they're 0% interest and forgivable, you don't have to worry about it. I'm not sure non-recurring loans mean. The loans over and over again. It's 0% interest. I know it's confusing. The jargon is silly. But now the things I'm talking about, they're no matter what they are, is going to be 90% better than what you could find from any bank or any realtor or anything like that. Because these are all subsidized now. So let me entertain you again another day, okay? Thanks for putting up with me. I appreciate doing this. I plan to do it for 20 more years. Thank you, Matt. Is all the information that you were talking about earlier on your video? Yes, everything is right in this video. Go back and watch the whole thing again. It's about 30 minutes long. Take notes. And if you want me to do your research, lesco.com/tutor. Walking miracle thing. And also, if you want to talk, when I seem to be good at it, you make an appointment at lesco.com/talk. And set an appointment, we'll talk on the phone for a few minutes, and usually within 10-15 minutes, I could zero in on your issue and find you a handful of places to get free money to solve it. I really feel comfortable doing that. It's something, it's sort of like my son says, it's my superpower. And actually I have a video how to make the right decisions, and really that's about making your superpower. So look at lesco.com/tutor and look for that under as a downloaded instructional video. How to develop your superpower. It's not called that, it's how to make a right decision. Yeah. And that's what it is. It's learning about your superpower. Okay. Thank you very much for everything that life has to offer. It's fun. It just takes work.